സർവം ബ്രഹ്മമയം സർവം ബ്രഹ്മമയം രേ 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 സർവം ബ്രഹ്മമയം. സർവം ബ്രഹ്മമയം സർവം ബ്രഹ്മമയം രേ സർവം ബ്രഹ്മമയം രേ സർവം ബ്രഹ്മമയം രേ സർവം ബ്രഹ്മമയം രേ സർവം ബ്രഹ്മ.
Good morning, namaskaram to all. Is the audio okay? Yeah. Audio is clear? Okay. Very good. Okay, we'll start. Om Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnur Gurur Devo Maheshwarah Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshinim Bhagavatim Nashtadashadhyayinim Ambatva Manusandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim Namostute Vyasa Vishala Buddhe Fullaravindayata Patranetra Yena Tvaya Bharata Taila Purnaha Prajwalito Jnanamaya Pradipaha Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraikapanaye Jnanamudraya Krishnaya Gita Mrtaduhe Namaha. Sarvopanishado Gavo Dugdha Gopalanandanaham Partho Vatsas Sudhir Bhokta Dugdham Gita Mritam Mahate Vasudeva Sudam Devam Kamsa Chanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Bhishmadronadada Jayadratha Jalagam Dharanilopala Shalyagrahapati Kripena Vahani Karnena Velakula Ashwathama Vikarna Ghora Magara Duryodhana Vartini Sotirna Khalu Pandavai Rananadi Kaivartaka Keshavaha Parasharya Pachasaroja Mamalam Gitartha Gandotkadam Nanakyanaka Kesaram Harikada Sambodhana Bodhidam Loke Sajjana Shatpadairaharaha Pepi Yamanam Muda Bhuyad Bharata Pangajam Kalimala Pradham Sinasreyase Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim yatkripatamaham vande paramanandamadhavam yam brahma varunendra rudra marudastunvanti divyaistavaihi vedais sangapadakramopaniषदैर् gayanti yam samagaha ध्यानावस्थित तद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुस्सुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः. Yeah, welcome all. Good morning and namaskaram. So we have been discussing Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and we are in the fourth chapter, and fourth chapter 13th. 13th we did some explanation, and the first line we explained, and second line we didn't have time. So we'll quickly go through 13 and then we will proceed. 1 second. Yeah, 13th verse is चातुर्वर्ण्यं मया सृष्टं गुणकर्म विभागशः तस्य कर्तारमपि मां विद्यकर्तारमव्ययम्. चातुर्वर्ण्यं मया सृष्टं gunakarma vibhagashaha. It is as per the gunas. The classification or the society is only based on guna karma vibhagashaha. It is only as per the gunas, sattva rajas tamo gunas. And as per the prakriti, as per these gunas, every jiva is doing their action, or in the flow of life, it is that prakriti gunas which is leading towards, second, 1 second. Yeah, it is the prakriti gunas. Because of that, everyone is doing their karma. So this karma is purely dependent on the guna karmas only. It has got nothing to do with the janma, right? So with the body, see, the when we in ignorance, when we think that this is the body, that is how the all the swagada swajadiya vijadiya bhedam comes. Okay, swagada bhedam. Swagada bhedam is, see, suppose there is a tree. Okay, in the tree you have got the leaves, and we have the flowers, the stem, right? And the what do you call, the fruits. So all these, the kacha, when it is a raw, that raw time, all this bedam is called swagada bedam. And then sajadiya bhedam, it is that you have a mango tree, you have a coconut tree, you have the different varieties of all other plants, things like that. So all they come under the trees. This is called swajadiya bhedam. Then vijadiya bhedam is the tree is there, then you have got the stones, then you have got the rivers, the mountains, okay, and like that. So this is the vijadiya bhedam. So this sort of bhedam, okay, this bhedam is all connected with the body only. The same thing can be applied to the jivas, humans, animals, plants. So we are not going deep into this. So the all the bheda buddhi, yeah, all the Veda Buddhi must be, is all the Vedam is connected with this body only. And in, as per Vedanta, what says, I am not this body, I am not this mind. So all this is gone, right? So this is what we have to remember. So we are not at all discussing about this Janma. So it is only as per the Guna Karma Vibhagasaha. So it is only as per the gunas. Then Chaturvarnyam, that is the division, the various division, that Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. So if we hear anytime, when we hear Brahmana or Kshatriya or Vaishya, Shudra, etc., when we hear this word, it is only as per the gunas. So this, as per the gunas, all types of people, all types of humans, even animals also, even plants also, they say that it is as per this gunas only. Okay, so tasya, So this Vibhaga Saha is because who did it? Maya Srishtam. Maya Srishtam means in me. All the Srishti is in Bhagavan only. All the Srishti is in Bhagavan. So it is Maya Srishtam. I have created this. So, okay. So when Bhagavan says I have created this, this is what it is as per the Guna Karma, as per the everyone flows. And also in the third chapter, fifth verse, what it says, nahi kaschit kshanamapi jatu tishtatya karma krit karyate hyavasah karma sarva prakriti jair gunaihi. Sarvaha prakriti jair gunaihi, all are in karma, right? As if default means by the all jivas are slaves to the gunas, slave to the karmas. Karyate hyavasah karma, he avasaha karma karoti. People are forced to do, or forced to do, get into action. The kartrutva buddhi, that I am doing, with the notion of I am doing things, all jivas are doing whatever they are doing is as per the prakriti gunas. So the only way, that is, as they are doing swadharma. So the only way to change the karma swarupam is, first we have to address the gunas. First, we have to address the gunas, the sattva, rajas, tamo gunas to be addressed, and the changes in the gunas will change the karma swarupam. So the gunas, how the gunas change? Only by tattva vicharam. Only by tattva vicharam. That all that whatever I see is nothing but a manifestation of Bhagavan. So when this thought arises in us, whatever we see, whatever we smell, taste, etc., all that is a manifestation of the God. Then slowly the names and forms we will have discrimination, and we will have dispassion towards the objects of the world. Very slowly the vairagyam develops. When the vairagyam develops, more and more sattvic gunas will be there. So the slowly will change from all the percentage of the sattva, rajas, tamo gunas change. Accordingly, the karma swarupam also will change. The kartrutva buddhi will slowly reduce, etc. So this is what, as per the prakriti gunas only, everyone is moving, everyone is in action. So that is the third chapter, fifth verse. So it is a good point to recap that verse here. So then what is that? Tasya kartaram api, the second line. Tasya kartaramapi mam vidhi akartaram avyayam. Tasya kartaramapi. See, what was the 11th verse? Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam stadhaiva bhajamyaham. Right? So whoever is doing, whoever is have approaching me, or the bhajanti, whoever the way they offer me, or whoever they worship me, the same way I bless them. We already discussed. So as per the intensity with which people work towards their goal, the same way I give. One who wants to become A or B or C, accordingly with the whatever intensity, I only give all that. The same way, if someone is wants to be liberated, that also I only give. So like that, I am the one who is giving all the fulfilling all the desires, right? Whatever desires is there as fulfilled by Bhagavan only, fulfilled by the Atma only, Brahman only. So this is what Tasya Kartaram api mam vidhi akartaram abhyayam. Akartaram also. Akartaram abhyayam means that is the same. Actually, it is the same meaning. Same meaning in the sense it is possible to change the karma bandham. See, the bondage, what is the bondage? Bondage is when we are attached to the result of the action. Okay, when we are attached to the result of the action, we are bound. In case of Arjuna, Bhagavan says you have to be in Swadharmam. You have to do this war. See, Arjuna cannot enter the war with nothing in his mind. So the purpose of Arjuna to enter into war is to win and kill the Asuri Sambat, kill the Asuri people, like who are giving trouble to the society and the country. So that is the purpose. But the result of the war, the result of that war is dependent on Bhagavan only. The result, if the Arjuna gets attached to the result, then he is bound. How he is bound? Suppose he is attached to win the war. If he loses for whatsoever reason, he will feel sad. And if he wins the war, he will jump with joy. Both will happen. Either he will jump with joy and that will increase his ego, and if he fails, then it will cause suffering in him. So the bondage this is the bondage. The bondage is getting attached to a result of an action. Okay, so this is the most important. So Bhagavan says that both kartaram and akartaram is in this way. This is how we have to understand this verse, 13th verse. Chaturvarnyam maya srishtam gunakarma vibhagasah tasya kartaram abhimam vidhi akartaram avyayam. So this can be changed only by the karma bandham, can be changed only by changing the gunas. The percentage of gunas can be changed through jnana tapas, through satya vicharam or nitya vivekam. These thoughts, these tattva vicharam, jnana tapas will change the gunas. By changing the gunagadana, the karma swarupam changes, and through that there will be karma bandham will be broken or will be liberated. 1 second. Yeah. So this rule, okay, the rule is kept by Bhagavan only. The rule of the karmas, of the law of karma or whatever you call, is by Bhagavan only. And it is the change that can happen in this. Also the blessing will be, or the whatever the way people desire, jivas desire, that is also blessed by God only, blessed by the same Bhagavan only. Now we'll move to the next question. 14th verse. Namam karmani limpanti name karma phale spriha iti mam yobhijanati karma bhirna sabadhyate. It's a beautiful verse. See, 13th verse we can go on discussing, but this is sufficient. Okay. What says? Bhagavan says, karmani. Okay, it's a very important verse. Karmani, all that karmas, mam na limpanti, is not causing any contamination to me. It's not causing any contamination, or it's not polluting. Karmani mam na limpanti. Me karma phale spriha na. I have absolutely no desire. Desire in the sense I am not at all attached to the result of an action. Karma phale na spriha. Earlier also Bhagavan said, Trishu lokeshu kinchana, I have got absolutely nothing to gain in these three worlds. Earlier there is verse. So here Bhagavan says, Name karma phale spriha iti, like this, Mam yobhijanati. One who realizes the truth like this, okay, one who realizes, understands in the sense not intellectual understanding, anubhavam means realized, one who realizes this totally, one who realizes this, saha karma bihi na badhyate, he is not bound by the karma, he is not bound by the actions. We have to think very deeply whenever when we read Bhagavad Gita, the slokas like this. We have to sit and think. We have to work. Whenever we read the commentary, we have to think in ourselves and apply in our own life. Okay, what does that mean? Whoever knows in reality, or whoever by experience this way, means who has absolutely no interest in the karma phalam, but does all actions very sincerely and efficiently. So whenever each one of us, whenever we are in our karma, whenever we are doing our karma, we have to perform the action, perform this without getting attached to the result of it, without getting attached that this will be the result, this has to be the result. That with an adamant attitude, if we approach the karma, first thing, we will be all the time worried about the result of it, we will be anxious about the future, and then that will affect the karma also. And but we have to do it efficiently, we have to do it to the best. Like suppose we are making a flower garland for Bhagavan, right? So when we are making, how we make a flower garland, we will get the best of flowers, we will be making it with so much perfection and so much love and affection towards that karma, is it not? That should be the attitude when we do perform the action, but in a disinterested way, not at all, not uninterested way. Okay, not uninterested means I am not interested in this phalam, whatever it is, and it's okay, whatever I do is okay, I do. No, not that way. Disinterested means do the action with full alertness, full efficiently, and with a lot of affection and love. When you perform that action, the result can vary, the result can be different from your expectation, the result can be favorable or it can be unfavorable. Okay, it can be favorable or unfavorable because of various reasons. So when it is favorable, if it is favorable, if we are attached to the result, we will be favorable, and then when it is favorable, then we will jump with joy. And if it is unfavorable, if it is an unfavorable thing, then what will happen? We will suffer. So this is the karma which already we discussed. But what Bhagavan says is that na mam karmani limpanti, this is not affecting me. When Krishna says this, Bhagavan Krishna, when he says this, he is talking as Brahman. Okay, he is talking as Paramatma. We should remember, he is talking as Atma. There's no difference. Atma or Brahman, all are same only. Everything is God only. That which is there, that Atma on which all this is appearing, the you, me, all of them. Bhagavan says, Arjuna, which all of this which is appearing in me, and in me I am the Atma, I am not at all contaminated. I am not contaminated. Namam karmani limpanti name karma phale spruha. Karma phale, I have absolutely not, I am not really attached to the result of it. So, see, what is karma yogam? Again, karma yogam is this only. Perform whatever action you have to perform, and the action that is happening as per the prakriti gunas, when it is happening, the result, I am not at all attached to the result of it. Whatever be the result, I will accept it as it is, because the karma is in Brahman. This is the Brahman. The why the attachment is there, if you think carefully, the attachment towards the result is because there is something, if I don't get, I feel unhappy, right? Either money or name and fame or relation. These are the three things these things are important to me. This is important to me. That means when this become important to me, that means my tattva jnanam is not strong, or it is not steady yet, right? So that is the reason why I am getting attached. So how to get rid of it? By again and again do Atma Vicharam. By constant Atma Vicharam. Atma Vicharam is, what is my true nature? What is my true nature? Am I this body? Am I this mind? So this Atma Vicharam will have a dispassion towards the objects of this world, and when there is dispassion towards the objects of this world, then the result of my action will not get affected. My result will not, I will not be affected by the result. So whenever there is, the mind is getting disturbed, immediately we will think that why am I getting disturbed? So that time, naturally we will have this Atma Vicharam, we will have this what is my true nature? Is this very important? Immediately the mind calms down. Without tattva jnanam, without this jnana tapas, there is absolutely no way the disturbance of the mind can be reduced. There is absolutely no doubt about it. That is why both this Sankhya Yogam and Karma Yogam, both are important. With the Jnana Tapasa, we have to work the Karma Yogam. So, what Bhagavan says, this Karmani, na limpandi. Why? Because Karma Bhale na Spriha. I have absolutely no interest in the result of this action. That is why I am not at all, because I am sure Aham Brahmasmi is my nature. Aham Brahmasmi is not I am thinking. Aham Brahmasmi, I am not thinking. Aham Brahmam. This way, Yo Bhijanadi. One who understands this way. That means one who realizes this way. By constant practice of Karma Yogam, Saha Karma Bihi na Badhyate. Because who am I? I am Nitya Mukta Bodha Ananda Swarupam I am Anandam is my true nature. All this karma which happens to be in ignorance, I am born. Actually, see this embodiment, this the with a body I am born is in ignorance. In ignorance I am born because of all the ignorance I have been thinking I am doing. I have been in this karma for many janmas. That is why I am in this cycle. Now I have the opportunity to realize my true nature by thinking I am this Nitya Buddha Mukta Swarupam I am. So the movement that is happening in the body and mind, I am not. So this clear thought, this clarity in the buddhi releases from the result of the actions. So let the body and mind let it do whatever as per the Prakriti Gunas. I am not this body and mind. This body and mind and all the Nama Rupam, all the names and forms that appear in front of me, everything is a Brahman. One who realizes this, as Krishna says, Aham Brahmasmi, when Krishna, one who sees Krishna as Brahman and one who understands this karma rahasyam, one who realizes this way, Abhijanati, karma bihi na sabhadyat. Saha karma bihi na badhyate. So, so this particular verse, when we are reading this and understanding this, we have to see Bhagavan Krishna not as Vasudeva Krishna, but as Brahman. And what Bhagavan says that Name karma bhale spruha. I have got absolutely no attachment to I am not at all, I have any attachment to the result of it. I have absolutely no desires. So one who understands this, what will be our aspiration? What we want to be same way, is it not? We want to be that way. We want to become. So one who understands this without understanding this, it is impossible to be that. Is it not? So the intellectual understanding has to be there. With the intellectual clear understanding of this jnanam, we work or we do our karmas as karma yogam, which will reduce our karma vasana. Otherwise, what will happen is this karma vasana increases. Vasana is nothing but urge to do again and again. If suppose we do any action with a very adamant nature, with an adamancy that this must be the result. If it happens, we feel happy, we favorable, we do another karma. We enter into another karma with a notion of I am doing because I want, because the result of it became favorable to me because I did it. Is it not? Is it not boosting the ego? Then if it goes the other way, if it be unfavorable, what will be our thought? Oh, I did something and I failed and now I am suffering. So in both the cases, what is the root cause that affected me is the kartrutvam. The kartrutvam is the reason that I did something. When we think I did something, immediately the result of whatever it is, it will affect us. If it is favorable, we will be happy. If it is unfavorable, we will be unhappy. If that kartrutvam is gone, it will not go easily. Okay, it is not that overnight, tomorrow morning, okay, I have understood the Bhagavad Gita, next day morning, clear, no more kartrutvam. No, it will not happen overnight. It will happen slowly. That practice is this karma yogam. That training or the field, in the field of action, we have to work. That is why Arjuna is being told that you have this karma vasana in you, as the war is there in you. The fighting a war and the fighting, doing good to the people is there in you. So you do that with a notion of karma yogam. This is the what Bhagavan says, that namam karmani limpanti name karma phale spruha iti mam yobi janadi karma bihi na sabhadyate. Then evam jnatva, actually this and next verse can be together. Evam jnatva kritam karma purvairapi mumukshibhi kuru karmaiva tasmatvam purvai purvataram kritam. With the above knowledge, evam jnatva, that is, there is Atma Swarupam. Atma can never be contaminated by karma. Right? Atma can never be contaminated by the actions of this world. Atma is ever free. And you are that. And I am that. So this evam jnatva, clear understanding, clear knowledge, that is Atma Swarupam can never be contaminated. Evam jnatva Purvaihi mumukshubhihi karma kritam. Okay, Purvaihi mumukshubhihi. There are so many sadhakas, or there are so many people who have walked this path. There are so many jnanis. There are so many who were in this path, in the same path. Which path? With the jnanam, and who continued the karma yogam and liberated, who got liberated. Evam jnatva purvaihi mumukshubhihi karma kritam. They have done actions. They have done actions. What does that mean? Thus, it means that each one of us have to do our swadharmam. We have to perform our action without getting attached to the result of it, without having any strong desire that this will be fulfilled. With that sadhana, many people have walked this path and self-realized, God realized, and muktaha. They have become jnanis, brahmajnanis. So karma kritam, they have done their duty. They have done whatever supposed to do. They have done it. Each individual, wherever they are, they have a swadharmam to perform, but that swadharmam to be performed as a yogam. Yogam means bring the mind to equanimity whenever there is a disturbance. So whenever there is a disturbance of the mind, bring that mind to equanimity, bring that mind to steadiness by tattva vicharam. Right? So this is what it says. People have done it before. So don't, Arjuna, people have already been walked through this path. Purvaihi mumukshubhihi karma kritam tasmat. Tasmat purvaihi purvataram kritam karma eva tvam api kuru. You also follow that path. You also follow the same path that have been done, or that those who have walked through this path earlier. Many jnanis. By many jnanis have walked through the path of karma yoga. So you also walk through the same path. This is assurance. Bhagavan is giving assurance that many people have gone through this path. So here, Kuru Karmaiva, there is an interesting discussion in one of the commentary. Kuru Karmaiva Tasmat Tvam. Bhagavan says, you have to carry out work, you have to do action so long as you have this doership. See, why we are in karma yoga, we have to think very carefully. Why we are doing karma? We are doing karma because there is an urge to do our karma. There is an urge to do this or that. As a father, as a mother, as the children, or doctor, or engineer, or whoever, whatever job we are doing, or whichever position we are, whichever role we have taken, as per the position or as per the role, we have the urge to do that, right? But we have to reduce the vasana. We have to reduce it. That means we have to reduce means not the physical action. See, we have to be very careful. We are, by this karma yoga, we are not reducing the physical action, but we are reducing the kartrutva buddhi. Okay? Do not get confused by thinking that reducing karma vasana means reducing karma, reducing the physical action. We are not reducing the physical action, but we are reducing the kartrutva buddhi. Okay, that I am doing attitude. The ahankaram is what we have to reduce. that kartrutvam has to be reduced. See, you think carefully, you will understand that when the kartrutvam is not reduced, okay, this is a very important thing. When the kartrutva buddhi is not reduced, we will have desires, more and more desire, that I have done this, so I will do again. I have done this, I will do again. I have done this, I will do this. I will do, if this is not happening, I will do the other thing. I will do this or that. Something or other, this will increase. But we forget that the body is deteriorating. The body is deteriorating. This, we fail to realize this point. When we fail to realize this point, the urge to do increases, but the body is not capable of doing it. Just forget about suffering and this thing, that will happen anyways. But when we are unable to carry out, right, when we are unable to carry out, the suffering will be more and more and more, and but the desires are increasing, because unable to fulfill the desires are increasing, unable to fulfill the desire because of the body is not capable of doing it. Suppose assume that every time you have favorable, all the time you have favorable condition, so that we increase our karma vasana, we increase this to urge to do this and that, but the body is deteriorating. At one point we start failing. When that comes, when that suffering, when the failure comes, unfavorable situation comes, it starts biting us, it starts killing us. Then it increases day by day. Our physical health or mental health is not increasing, it is going down. And then this happens, the unfulfilled mind, or there is no contentment, right? So this unfulfilled desires increases, okay, the tripti is not there, and the body drops with a lot of desires. This leads to a next janma, depending on the character of the desires, depending on the nature of the desire, the next janma will be there. This cycle continues. So to reduce the karma vasana, the only way to reduce the karma vasana is by reducing the kartrutva, that I am doing it. That has to be reduced. Physical, let it continue till the time there is strength in the body. Please do service for others. It is not necessary that I don't need anything. That is what is jnana. Jnanam is I am, my swarupam is anandam. I am ever happy, I am ever free, I don't need anything. Then what to do with this body? So put that body into action for the benefit of others, and reduce the ahankara, that I am doing it, right? This practice, this training is what is karma yoga. With Tattvajnanam, when we continue this training, the karma vasana reduces, and at one point, absolutely no ahankaram, but the karma continues. Karma means action continues. The result, we are not bothered. Do the best with a lot of effort, because see, that sets in, that action with the full attention, full sincerity, with a lot of love and affection. We carry out the work without getting attached to the result. See, getting attached to the result is called its desire. Okay, so what this commentary says, it is better to work as long as you have doership. So the doership is there, so we are doing it. But doership gone, we are totally released from the result, but body continues to perform. Sometimes, see, if we think carefully, sometimes there is a confusion whether to do certain action or whether not to do certain action. This is a confusion, right? See, because sometimes when we do an action, we are free. Mind does not get disturbed when we do an action. See, for example, suppose someone's father is sick. Okay? The person, the son or the daughter, has to take some action, has to take that person to the hospital, has to do a lot of physical activity there, has to do a lot of job there. So by doing it, that person gets released. There are many examples we can think about. Sometimes by not doing, we get released. Released in the sense, no disturbance in the mind. Sometimes by doing it, we feel free. See, suppose on the road, you see there is something which should not happen happens. See, somebody is abusing someone. You feel so sad about it, right? You feel sorry for the person who is getting abused. Abused in the sense as insulting or something. So you feel that it is my duty to intervene. It is my duty to intervene. Then we think, why? If I interfere, then maybe there can be a reaction from them. There could be some reaction that will unnecessary and troubling. But sometimes to do or not to do, to get into the situation, to tell something or not to tell something. This is a confusion which will happen in us. So the mind is disturbed to do this or that. Sometimes it is better to go and tell the person, don't do this. You are insulting the other person, which is not right. You should not manhandle the other person. By saying this, by taking this particular action, we are released. Oh, whatever I am supposed to do, I did it. This release. You are free. Your mind is free. Oh, I did whatever is I am supposed to do, I did it. This is one perfect example. Some similar situations can come in our lives. When that situation arises, to do this or not do this, sometimes doing that action releases. It frees us. It frees us. The mind gets free by taking that action. See, suppose our parents or elderly people, they are not supposed to have sweets, for example. Okay, then suddenly on a birthday or something, somebody brings a lot of sweet. Now it's a very auspicious day, and then the elderly person is very happy, and this thing at that time, the person is about to put his hand on the cake, which is he has got, the person as well, he or she diabetes patient. Now whether to tell that person you have it, or no, you should not have it, you have diabetes, control yourself, take only a small pinch, right? There's a conflict. There is a conflict in the mind. Today is the birthday, whether I should tell this or whether I shouldn't tell. So here, sometimes it is better to tell and your mind is free without hurting. Okay. Sometimes by telling this, the person will be hurt. So there you have to avoid not telling it. So who will know this? Only that person knows. Only that person knows whether I should tell or whether I shouldn't tell. Nobody can tell him, okay, you should have told or you should not have told. Very tricky it is. So these are the places, these are the pointers, or these are the situations where we have to really look into ourselves and see the this is what next will come. Anyway, all these verses will come. Whether to do this or whether not to do this, which is more thing, which sometimes it is better to tell, or this is take some action to be free. Okay, these are my thoughts. You yourself please think about all this in by reading this verse and reading the commentary. Think about it. So in this commentary is written that for the one who asks whether to act or not to act, three possibilities are there. There are three possibilities. The first is to be idle and not act. That is one option. Second option is to act with a desire. Okay? To act with a desire. Please listen carefully. First is to be idle and not act. One. Second is to act with a desire. And the third is the supreme most of the three is spiritual actionlessness. Spiritual actionlessness. The spiritual actionlessness does not imply mere not doing. Okay? The spiritual actionlessness does not imply mere not doing. Means it is not that you don't take action. It is not taking action is not spiritual actionlessness. Mere non-action, that is not taking any action, the first case. Mere non-action only leads to laziness and sensory wilderness. That means the person will not take that action, but thinking about the action I should have taken, or all that will be there. I should have done this, I should have done that, without doing, and it will lead to laziness, and the mind will be on the same thing, rotating there. What I should have done, I should have done this, I should have done that, like that. So this is what is the first case. You should not do that. Hence, masters advise their disciples to be active and carry out noble actions. So they advise them that you do the right thing. You do the right thing. Take a noble. Your action should be noble. What does that mean? Without having a wrong intention in the heart. Okay, without having the right attitude. It's a noble action. Do good to others with a notion of doing good to others. Okay, you carry out that action. Then if you are not attached to the result of this particular action, you are free. But if there is an ego in you, or in us, I mean you means me also, if there is your ego, if there is a kartrutvam, and if I am attached to the result of this action which I am taking in ignorance, I will suffer, whatever be the result. Okay, so but it is better to undergo that disturbance of the mind by taking the noble action. Okay, do that swadharma, do the right thing, do that noble action. The aim is totally no kartrutvam in it, totally not at all attached to the result of it, but fully not setting, but as a karma yogam, you do that, take that action, and whatever the disturbance, when it is coming, apply the jnanam, and next time it won't happen. Next time when you take a similar action, we will not be affected. This practice is what is karma yoga. I try to explain in whichever way I can. Please, you have to think, you have to work, you have to think. That is, I feel, good explanation for 14 and 15. Namam karmani limpanti name karma phale spruha iti mam yobhijanati karma bhir nasabadhyate evam jnatva kritam karma purvairapi mumukshubhihi kuru karmaiva tasmatvam purvai purvataram kritam. So we'll move to 16th verse. We'll try. We have 5 minutes, 6 minutes more. Sixteenth. Kim karma kim akarmeti kavayopyatra mohitaha tatte karma pravakshyami yat jnatva mokshase shubhat. Karma kim. Okay. What is action or what is karma? Where it starts, where it ends. Okay. Akarma kim. What is akarma? Means inaction. What do you mean by inaction? Where there is absolutely no karma, there is absolutely no change. What is that? Where there is absolutely no movement. Karma is movement, right? Akarma means no movement, no chalanam. What is akarma? Idi atra kavayaha api mohitaha. The solution or the answers to these questions, kavayaha api mohitaha. Kavayaha means wise man, very wise people, or even those who are very intelligent and those, I won't say brahmajnani, but those who are in the path, kavayopi mohitaha, they are also confused. So it is okay that we also have confusion. we are also in confusion only. So it is okay. So kavayoha api mohitaha, very sukshma buddhi, mean very intelligent and very much they know the in and out of karma. They are also mohitaha. They cannot exactly say, which is karma, which is akarma. That clarity is not there, even them. Yat jnatva ashubhad mokshase. By knowing which, okay, by knowing which you shall be liberated from suffering. You will be liberated from the suffering, or you will be liberated from this samsaram. Ashubham means samsaram. Samsaram means bondage. You will be liberated from this samsaram. You will be liberated from this bondage. Ashubhad mokshase tat karma. Okay, that karma akarma darshanam, or that clarity of this, what is karma, what is akarma, the clarity in this, okay, te pravakshyami, I will explain to you. What is karma, where it starts, where it ends. What is akarma, where there is no chalanam, where there is absolutely still, okay, where there is no movement. We know now, because we know akarma means Brahma, Atma. Atma is Achalam. Okay, Achalam. It's not moving at all. Atma, Brahmam, Anandam, Tachidanandam is Brahmam. And Karmam, Chalanam. Right from the time that Ahankara starts, right from there, movement, all that is moving, all that is change that is happening, everything that is changing, all the names and forms is karma. And akarma is that Brahman, or like a rope and a snake. Rope is akarma, and the snake that appears on the rope is karma. The karma is not true. The karma is Biraj water, it has got no existence. Absolutely, it is a Brahman. It is ignorance. It is because of avidya it appears. This clarity of what is karma and what is akarma, by knowing which you will be released from ashubhat, you will be released from this bondage of samsaram. That clarity may pravakshyami, te pravakshyami. I will explain to you. Next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Hari Om Tat Sat. Brahmarpanamastu.